Hello everybody, I'm Raphael Perry and it's time for some more Baldur's Gate 3. Now as we can hear goblins bickering up ahead of us, we've come in here in search of Jarriah, their commander, and up ahead we see a red baleful light. There's something very unpleasant up ahead. Now, we don't seem to have the ability to read minds anymore. It's possible we gained it from a potion, in which case it probably shouldn't have lasted indefinitely, and it seems to have disappeared when that goblin at the gate passed his save, or when we failed to read his mind. I don't know if that's something we have as a special ability that lasts until we fail and then replenishes on a long rest now, or not, or if some potion lasted far longer than it should do. However, if it was a potion, it's possible I can craft it. And I do seem to have all the ingredients I require. Excellent. The duration there is not listed. Let's extract all ingredients and then see what else we can make. 2 new recipes unlocked. Oh, what are they? Potion of greater healing. Okay, so how does this differ? Balsam and Rogue's Morsel. Rogue's Morsel and any suspension of spider silk. Okay. There's a possibility I may have ruined some other special crafting by doing this, but I hope that's not the case. And where's the other one that was learned? Come on, game. Come on. 2 new recipes were unlocked. It wasn't just this one. Ah. Web grenade. Oh, that sounds fun. We could do some funky stuff with that, right? I'm very tempted. Let's see what else we can do. Arcane cultivation. What would that do? Boost the arcane knowledge skill or something else? Peerless focus. Are these unique single-use like boosters? We got Laculite, Murgrass, Spider Silk. Working on all those. Vitriol. I suppose these are used in more crafting. Balsam, Daggerroot, Hyena Ear. So these are all just ingredients that go into making things. As with the supplements. Diluted oil of sharpness. That could be useful as well now. Oh, we could make more than one of these. I should probably make elixirs when I can. But for now, I'm here. And I have myself a potion that will allow me to read into the minds of others. There it is. It says until long rest. We'll see how it lasts. Also, because of super cock-ups in the last but one episode, I want to make sure I'm actually recording, so one moment. All looks good. I'll give it a little while, because often there's a bit of a freeze frame when I do that. And then I'll go up ahead and try and inveigle my way into this place. Now, because of the repeat last episode, we are not now trying to pass ourselves off as messengers come to see Farah. I'm not sure we've even heard of her. So let's see. Save refugees, defeat the goblins. Rescue. So that is defeat the goblin leaders. 3 leaders. So we know there's more than one. We also want to find the night song. And we discovered important clue. We don't have anything specific. Well, these are completed, so let's just mark all those now. Right, we're looking for the druid Halcyon here. And we're looking for Volo here, who's locked away as well. We want to learn about the artifact, which seems to be very personal, despite the fact that it's Shadowheart's artifact. Although we now know that it belonged to the Githyanki or was created by them, and they, if Lae'zel is anything to go by, are not likely to have let go of it willingly, especially if it is as powerful as it seems. Shouldn't that be moved to the completed section now, along with this? Maybe because their main quest, they stay up here. Okay, Ruben thanks. Okay, yep. Need to use the password Little Serpent Long Shadow. Right, Marina. We are not going to use this wand. It would not end well for her. I mean, it would seem the gem we insert into the cover would push this extra distance, but also that allowed us to open the book in the first place. Obviously, we have ongoing issues with other party members that should be looked into, but for now, I'm going to not exactly copy my steps last time, but something similar.
They're just having a bit of fun.
Whoa. Yeah,
so much
that's
fun.
right.
Seluna. As if mingling with a horde of goblins wasn't bad enough. Let's do what we have to do, then get out of here.
Not the kind of place you'd usually stay in, as I gather.
Quite the understatement, but yes. Let's not linger in this place any more than necessary.
Oi! Ain't no party in here. We're doing the Absolute's work. State your business. Now.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
Now, this is a very tempting place to use this power. But I kind of want to go with this. Not always easy. Okay.
Can't be here to see the true souls. Those types don't even bother to wait.
I'm here to see the true souls. Do you want to keep them waiting? She knows they don't like waiting. But she also is disinclined to believe this. I'll go for it though.
Well, I didn't say that. But you'll need to be more specific, mate. Absolute's blessed us with 3. You here to see Priestess Gut, Boss Ragslin, or the Drow?
Well now. Jarriah is a priestess of Elistray. I know she's not Drow. She's not even half Drow. But she does believe that all the Drow should be released from the demonic shackles of their Dark Queen, and encouraged to appreciate the light and freedom that Elistray offers. And once she hears there's drow here, she's all for it. This is probably the first drow she'll have ever met in her entire life. She is excited at the possibility of a conversion.
Audience is right. She's an uppity one and no mistake, but she knows her business. She's in telling the war chiefs what's what. Next raid's gonna be a big one, I hear. Bloody racket.
Right.
Oh, come on now. They're just having a bit of fun. Aye, so much fun that those thieves almost got palmed. We got it.
So that red glow, ominous though it may be, seems to be coming from some kind of display behind this particular ongoing.
You're not worthy yet.
Okay, so goblins are going up there, getting branded and running off.
Are you ready for the absolute mark on your flesh?
Yeah, and then I'll hear her voice.
You're too feeble. Her voice is a blade. It'd cut your brain to bits.
Now this is interesting. When we heard the voice of the Absolute recently, it did sound like the voice of a woman. I wonder if the Absolute is a modern take on the Adversary, and now that I've mentioned the Adversary, I also wonder if this video, like only one other in this playlist, will also receive a very brief copyright claim. I hope not. What's this? Okay, attack of opportunity, sure. Now, there's a warlock. Devout, booyah.
None of you are worthy.
Tracker.
Such a
Let's
disappointment.
avoid Priestess Gut. We've heard she's quite powerful.
Do what us true souls command. Spill
And
the
if she's a
blood
true
of
soul,
non-believers.
she is a true soul. So we'll be looking to end her at some point for the good of the refugees lurking in the Druid's Grove. Now here is the Goblin Torturer Spike. In early access, Spike had stolen Will's missing eye, and Will wanted to get Spike back and possibly recover his eye in the process. We've heard nothing at all to do with that so far. Oh, rat. Could we speak with animals and, like, talk to rats? Quite probably. So I'm not going to approach too close in there. Additionally, there is a prisoner who we should probably try... Oh, it's Liam! He's alive! So Liam's the young one who fought... He may not be a young one very long, the way the Goblin Torturers are treating him. If we're going to rescue him, we probably... If we tackle these two goblins here, it's probably going to all kick off. So we want to make sure we've got a slightly better situation. There's a fellow in here called Abdurak. Sounds like some kind of undead. You know, some kind of new undead that was created for 3rd edition. And in here, apparently, we just had a journal update. Here is Volo, trapped in some kind of crude wooden cage. If we're going to rescue him, we probably want to make sure he's got a safe route out of here. Currently, it's not very safe for him. So again, we probably don't want to try and rescue him just yet. In here, we have some kind of burial chamber with great stone sarcophagi arranged. and another bunch of goblins, and a door leading
Orders were to stand
somewhere.
right here. No booze,
Let's not do
no
anything
sneaking off.
suspicious while it's watching.
You're all boring.
Let's leave them to their squabbling and head back this way. Without approaching Priestess Gut, we'll circle round her and see what lies beyond this chamber of hers. You know, taking some time to get the lie of the layout of this place.
Smells like burnt flesh in here.
With all that branding, it probably would.
At least give me a sword. We want you dead, you dumb knuckle. Not dead and heroic. Get down there and stop complaining. Ah!
Right. First off, giant spiders are coming to tend to him. So that was outright murder. There's probably not much we can do about it. Be aware, there's a big pit full of spiders. If a fight kicks off in here, people can get knocked down into that pit. That goes to the enemies as well as us. Now here, we can see a number of individuals, and this, a dead mindflayer. And we can cast Speak with Dead as well. There's a lot of... Oh, draw Ragslin. And a lot of cronies. We want to be careful before we tangle with them. We didn't say we were coming in here to visit Draw Ragslin. That can't be a good sign.
These pariahs, they're prepared to fight for the absolute.
Someone has a magic eye watching this space. It could be someone over here keeping it as lookout, or it could be someone keeping lookout, spying on this person here. It's very visible though, so it could be someone else keeping security over this. And there is our first living drow of the game. They're relatively rare, and she appears to be armoured and wielding 2 maces. True soul of the absolute. Oh, that could be trouble.
I didn't mean nothing by it, your ladyship. Honest, I didn't.
Life, much like your words, is meaningless.
The eye's glassy black surface reflects your gaze.
Not gonna touch it. Not gonna do anything to arouse suspicion or to make light of the situation. Just leave it as it is. Will? You don't know about this kind of stuff? Seems like the kind of thing your forbidden knowledge might be useful for.
The eye's glassy black surface reflects your gaze.
Nah, you don't know. Leave it then.
Can't tell us nothing.
The prisoner can keep his tongue. Its spikes I'll be removing.
Ooh. So I think she's talking about Liam. Well, here we go.
Your scouting party has not returned, and half of the intruders escaped your guards.
Sorry, mistress. We mucked up.
Until their
Oh,
sanctuary
you
is
certainly
found,
did.
I will take something precious from you every hour that passes. A trinket, a tongue, a limb.
I ain't no use without my limbs. The lad'll make the prisoner squeal soon enough, I swear.
Silence now, creature, or I will silence you forever.
As she turns to you, her thoughts mingle with yours. A cold hand caressing your brain. The chamber melts away to reveal a dark, endless nowhere. In it you see a vision. The drow listens as a pale-eyed young woman whispers in her ear. One of those the voice spoke of. One of the chosen. The vision fades away.
A true soul in such a grotesque form.
The Absolute has a place in her heart even for Githyanki. Her heart is more generous than mine. Join my hunt, fairy, and obey me.
Right. Drow society is very matriarchal. There's a lot of very bossy women. And the menfolk, well, they just kind of do what they're told, and eventually they take the test or turn into driders. Most of them pass the test. The women never even have to take the test, they're just automatically better than the men. I mean, in the same way that cats are very superior, right? Female drow know they are better. It's been drummed into them. There's centuries of social and race memory as well, right? Social engineering and race memory going into making them believe and know themselves to be superior. I'll hunt on my own. I'm looking for a druid named Halsin. Use a target. Got my own business to take care of. Right. She's bossy, she's commanding, she's probably not likely to accept this. How do you know I'm a true soul? Probably the same way I know she is one. I'm gonna get you, lady. Right. A hunt, eh? Who's the target?
Worshippers of a false god. Their existence is an insult to the Absolute's claim on this region. There is a weapon the Absolute seeks. I'm sure those wretches have it hidden away there. We will find it amongst the dead and the ashes.
Her excitement is palpable. She lingers on thoughts of victory, of unbelievers' blood spilled, and of the weapon. She will seize it, in the Absolute's name. You feel Shadowheart's anxiety. The weapon the Absolute seeks, it's the artifact that she carries. The same one that protected you as you entered the goblin camp. Her mind focuses. The cultists cannot discover that the weapon they seek is within their grasp.
The thief, whimpering in our dungeon, tried to flee to their sanctuary. We will continue to remove parts of him until he tells us exactly where it is. He's been resilient, but he'll talk.
She is seeking the grove you visited. Already you feel her mind closing around yours.
It would seem that these options in italics are a statement of player intent rather than it's saying I intend to do this, right? The tiefling should be warned. Together you can outnumber her warband. Leading her to the tieflings might doom them, but it will earn you her trust. And earning her trust is something Jarriah desperately wants to do. She would love to open up this woman's mind to possibilities beyond the strict religious dogma she has been brainwashed with, to possibilities of other, better faiths. However, this woman does seem very hard-hearted and unflexible. So far she has made demands and threats and no offers or anything. This is not a nice person. This is not easy to deal with. This is very disturbing for Jarriah. She doesn't know what to do. She doesn't want to. Might doom them, almost certainly would. Perhaps you can misdirect her or kill her. What would misdirection... So this isn't lead her into a trap. This is a way to defeat her. Maybe send her raiding party to the wrong place? Where would we send them? To fight the gnolls? That wouldn't work. to Auntie Ethel? We've already defeated Auntie Ethel. I'm not sure. And I don't think Jarriah wants to kill this woman. This is a very tricky decision. Now, in the fluffed episode where the recording got buggered up, I made my choice and said I needed some time to think about this. Headed outside into the Goblin encampment, just across the bridge outside the Goblin encampment, and saved the game and entered the session. Now, obviously, that would make for a very short episode here. And while I've thought about it, I'm not sure it is possible to redeem this woman. She may be beyond redemption. Where's the chat history? Dialogue history. Right, here we go. The chamber melts away to reveal a dark, endless nowhere. In it you see a vision. The drow listens as a pale-eyed young woman whispers in her ear. One of those the voice spoke of. One of the chosen. The vision fades away. We know the three chosen we have been shown are probably major villains, and this woman is in league with them. Directly so, getting her to question that, given that she's, I wouldn't say necessarily narrow-minded, but rather sort of blinkered in her approach. I'm not sure we can save her. This really hurts Jarriah, right? She wants to, in her heart, she wants to save this woman. She thinks this poor woman has been misled. I mean, remember, Jarriah is not your typical servant of Elistray. She may have her own, somewhat unorthodox interpretation of the goddess's teachings. So, in considering these three options, I think I need to think about the tadpole sitting in her head and how she's been thinking about that so far. Up to this point, she seems to have been taking the opinion that, hey, I'm living on borrowed time. I could turn into a mindflayer at any point. So the question I should be asking myself is, what do I do with the time that remains to me? And she seems to be trying to live the best life she can, being selfless, helping people. The tieflings should be warned, they should be helped. Maybe we could take her prisoner, right? Instead of kill her. She's likely to fight to the death. We could go for non-lethal damage. Ooh. I wonder. That would be better for this, though, to fight her outside the den. But they should still be warned.
Speak, true soul. The hunt must begin soon.
We don't need the prisoner. I already know. If we don't need the prisoner, she'll kill him. My hunt ends here. You're my prey. No. I can be very persuasive. I'll visit the prisoner.
Excellent. Be sure not to kill him before he talks.
Raiders are just waiting for the word, mistress. Why do they think they're talking to a god?
Now.
And the prisoner?
We're still working on him.
Karlach already dislikes us. We upset her when we refused to give her a soul coin to mess around with. How badly does she hate us now? Okay. No strong feelings. We'd better start trying to get on her good side, though. Because Lae'zel's also starting to dislike us, and we're at the point where we might rapidly run out of frontline fighters. Hopefully one of them will stick with us long enough for us to meet a certain legendary ranger and his pet hamster. But we shall see. Sorry, his miniature giant space hamster. So what I did next was explore. I don't want to get too close to this chamber over here in case it all kicks off. Now we do have 2 prisoners to rescue, and we need to give some thought as to how we're going to do that. However, I also wanted to explore up here. At this point, there's a goblin in a cage, faithful of Maglubiet. That's the normal goblin patriarchal god, the one the Absolute is usurping. Maybe we'll be able to do something with him at some point and cause some mischief in here. There's a locked door, which would be criminal to enter. More goblins. This isn't a goblin.
That the jingle of coin I hear? You've timed it well, my friend.
What are those
Already
grey
turned
things by
quite
her
the profit
sleeves?
today, so I'm feeling generous.
Was that Scottish or Cornish? I couldn't quite tell. What business does someone like you have in a goblin camp?
You joking? Goblins sell the best prisoners. Cheap, quiet, and eager to be elsewhere. Till this crowd converted and started sending their captives to Moonrise Towers, at least. No complaints, mate. I just sold enough smoke powder to cover the loss 10 times over.
It's slaves you're buying, not prisoners.
Oh, dry your eyes, ill-mater. It's me or a goblin cookpot. I know which I'd choose. Now, much obliged for the chat, but I'm here to trade.
Definitely more Cornish. Or maybe a bit West Country. Right. Ilmatar, literally one letter changed, is from the Kalevala, from Finland, Finnish mythology. I'm trying to remember, is Ilmatar the daughter of old Madame Louis, the witch from Pohjola? Or is... right, so Ilmatar is a kind of death goddess who arrives late in the Kalevala. It's also a name that is sometimes used for the daughter of Madame Louis. No, wait. I'm getting mixed up, aren't I? No, Loviatar. Ilmatar is a different god entirely. Loviatar is a name that is sometimes used for Madame Louis and sometimes used for her daughter. And the two interchange names quite a bit, and it's not sure if they're supposed to be the same person or different people or different aspects of the same person. And of course, Madame Louis also goes by a great number of other names, such as the old whore mistress of of Pohjola. Exactly. So, Loviata at the end, I think she turns up and spreads disease and illness. I'm trying to remember who Ilmatar is, but he's definitely from the Kalevala. This is a mispronunciation, and a letter changed to substantiate that mispronunciation. Is Ilmatar similar to, is it Ko or Io, the one great god in the Kalevala, the head of the pantheon? I can't remember. Maybe I should look it up. But this is another one of those gods co-opted by the Forgotten Realms. Let's see what you got for sale. I don't mean people. Now this little lady has a lot of fancy things we might want to take, including spell scrolls. Fly, pretty sure we got that. Fear. Protection from energy. I mean, picking up some of these could be really good. Slow. Stinking Cloud. All spells I'm sure Gale would really approve of. Blooded Great Axe. When the wielder has 50% hit points or less, they deal an additional 1 to 4 slashing damage. Nice. We know of a few people who'd appreciate that in our party right now. Monster Slaying Glaive. Deals an additional 1d4 damage against monstrosity type foes. I'm not sure quite how common the monstrosity creature type is likely to be in this game. And a gold wormling staff. Does a straight up 1d4 extra fire damage at all times, and can cast Firebolt, which is going to be much more likely than whacking people with it in a fight. This is +1, regardless of the blue border. And I'm starting to suspect that 1 less slashing damage from melee, whereas here, no 1 less slashing damage, right? We've +1 strength saves on ring mail. I'm starting to suspect that there are a series of standard magical properties that apply to armor types as the enhancement bonus increases, unless they are unique. Looking for things that are more than +1 here. Seldom caught unawares, +1 to initiative rolls, good stuff. I think Jarriah is feeling concerned and worried about Minthara. She hoped that she could engage the drow in meaningful conversation. We don't even know where Halsin may be just yet. Scroll of invisibility. I mean, these are all... It would be really helpful to bring Gale in here and just check which spells he already knows. Actually, we can blatantly do that. We can camp without even leaving this place. Not sure I'd want to, but hey. Okay, a pizza. I have mixed feelings about pizza. It's not a favourite. A cabbage. Sure, grab a cabbage. Come on. Spicy shrimp soup. Treacle tart. Not mouldy and gone off and cooked by Auntie Ethel. We'll have that. This... Oh, very affordable. She's giving us good prices because she's made a load of money selling slaves. Sourdough bread. Why would you make it taste sour? It just... Ugh. Yeah. That's expensive. These are, again, reasonably cheap. The kind of goods she deals with on a regular basis. And what's this? The Whispering Promise. Blessed Mercy. When you heal a creature, you gain 1d4 bonus on attack rolls and saving throws for 2 turns. That's great. We should have that. Now... what can I offload here to help offset this? Its cost. It's not much. Sure, sell the incense. Keep that. Hold on. The baby owlbear was here in the goblin camp, which means it snuck away from its mother's cave. Or the goblins went in and took it. I'm not happy about that. I should go back to the owlbear cave and see what's going on. Right.
Pleasure.
We'll see about that. We got a magic ring. We shall wear the magic ring. You know what, actually, while that would be nice for Gale, it would also be really nice for Will. There we go. Oh, and he's got that as well. So he's got 2 things that focus on low health.
No time to rest.
Was there some light armor?
Need something else?
that was enchanted. There absolutely was. No. You. No, it's still comparing to her. Okay. Well, that's only a 12. That's medium. So that's just nothing. One less bludgeoning. Advantage +1 on stealth checks. Okay. One less bludgeoning is something, but it's not everything.
Pleasure.
We'll leave it at that then for now.
No one stopped me yet.
So what am I going to do? How am I going to... How am I going to effect a rescue? If I come in here and say... Minfara said I could speak to the prisoner alone. Get out. I might be able to rescue him. And then I could come back and tell her, yeah, but I was thinking of warning the tieflings, not of trying to lead her into a trap and give her false information. I should have probably gone with that one, to be honest. That would have been... But it did seem to be leaning towards a kill. I can warn them without killing her, right? Let's get back outside. Also, the goblins mentioned setting fire to Warkeen's Rest. I should probably go there and check if there are any survivors. If the goblins here don't know where... Yeah. Maybe that's the way we should play it. Not feeling particularly happy about the situation. Also, gotta do something to get back in Karlach's good books. I'm not sure what. At least the goblins there seem to be deep in their revelry. Oh, and there's ogres here in the village as well. Yeah. Yeah, that'll be a tough encounter. Now, Shadowheart mentioned something as we came past this building. She said, I remember that game. She seemed to remember it fondly. I'm not sure what game she was referring to. Oh! Noughts and crosses. There's something wrong with this noughts and crosses. Star, triangle... Okay, it's not numbers. Okay, so a star is like 5 or 10. We've got 3 there. A circle is 1. This is not normal noughts and crosses, right? So to do noughts and crosses properly, you actually are supposed to pick up a stone and throw it onto the first square. And then you do normal noughts and crosses, avoiding that square, all the way to the end and all the way back. You pick up the stone, you get off, someone else has their turn, you throw it to the second square, and you do noughts and crosses, sorry, not noughts and crosses, hopscotch. Duh. But yeah, essentially you need to do a number of, like 10 circuits of noughts and crosses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, where's the 8, 9 and 10? But you throw your stone on 1, go all the way up to 10, skipping 1, all the way back down, skipping 1, pick it up, hop off. Everyone else takes a turn. You put it on number 2, do it all past skipping number 2, so you just put 1 foot hopping on number 3. And on the way back you pick it up as you're next to it, and then you get off, everyone else takes a turn, right? And you need to do that skipping every square all the way up to the end, all the way up to 10, and then all the way back down to 1 again. So the stone will go into every square twice apart from 10. If you fall over, fail to recover the stone and bring it back. If you fall over or set foot, basically if you set foot in the forbidden square that the stone is in, you have to go all the way back to 1 and start again. And the first person to get all the way up to 10, all the way back down to 1 is the winner. Yeah, not a lot of people know that version. If Shadowheart remembers noughts and... sorry. Okay. How are we feeling?
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
Little bit... We can do this.
Let's move. Can't slow down.
This is going to end badly, but let's have some fun.
Tastes like chicken.
That's got that hand.
Chicken. Tastes like fish. Gentlemen, contain yourselves. This quarrel sours our feast. Besides, tastes like pork. And what surprise is this? Brothers, look here. I have eyed yet another prize. Fortune favors our bellies. Stranger, be you friend or food. The mark is her measure. Show us the brand of the absolute.
These three remind me of William, Bert and Tom, the three trolls from The Hobbit. I'm just going to avoid that completely and redirect the conversation. You're quite eloquent for an ogre.
Am I not astonishing? A robust diet makes for a shrewd mind, you see. I am a gourmand.
I think he means gourmet.
And you, a delicacy. Unless you bear the mark, of course.
I bear no such brand.
Food? Food? Food.
This is going to get rough. At least we're outside the central chamber, but death is coming for us in the form of 3 bloody great big ogres. Uh-oh. He's done a spell. And we don't have Gale with us either. Alright, one of the ogres is outside the building. We've got a woman with a bloody big axe who wants to get angry. I think we should indulge her. Okay. See that monster? Go and do violence to it. Nice. That's still a lot of hit points, mind.
Let's finish this.
No blessing. Wrong character. I know. Let's go Shield of Faith. And spread out a bit. Now, this is obviously not an... Hello. Oh, look at this. Can we get 2 ogres and possibly break some concentration? I think we can. Can we get it... like... No, we can't. Oh, shit. The finger slipped. Okay, broke his concentration. That's great. 1 spell slot. Yeah, be careful. Right. So now we go for the bless. Just whack it on everyone. And then hope we don't get hit by every single ogre that wants to kill us. Uh-oh, here we go. Oh, I love the miss. Yeah, you slog him for 18 damage. Brilliant. No. Keep the spell slot. Okay. You're pissed off. You can hit him. He's badly hurt. You can hit him. Right. This is tricky, right? So Fang is easier to hit and sorely wounded. Prepare. Sure. And that's not a... Alright, go reckless. Hit him. And again. One ogre down. Perfect. Then go stand here and be threatening. That went rather well for us. Is he just... He doesn't know what to do. Speaking of not knowing what to do... Hey. Enjoy that blessing. Lovely.
What should I do?
Okay, so we want to
Heading there.
get out of the acid. Be acidified for a little while. I mean, sure. Very risky, but I'll take it.
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
Keep fighting. I mean, 4 damage ain't much, but it'll do. Really? You're just going to throw acid at him? Excellent. Well, she's just going to hit you then. Now, can we get her down? If we jump, we can't use Frenzied Strike. Okay, stand here and wait for him to walk into a cloud of daggers, hopefully. He's trying to fight... No, he's coming in. Excellent. No, not good. Right. Blast it. And get out of the acid. Also, seriously consider drinking a potion. Sure, attack. I think if everyone just... This ain't gonna work, is it? Right. So if everyone just powers in with attacks... pump that up to a level 2. There we go. Can you throw him? Can you pick up and throw? Oh, that would have been fun. Oh well, hit him. And hit him again. I mean, she's doing a lot of damage here. Did we lose our bless? I think we kept our blessing. Excellent. Look, damage is damage, okay? I'll take it. Okay, we try. Right. Get violent, lady. Excellent. Now we just wait for that spell to end. And we do not walk into it.
Not as bad as it could have.
Overall, 3 people hurt? Sure. Right, this ogre has some coins and a pig's head. This ogre has a chicken and a coin. Whereas this ogre underneath him has coins, a scroll of blur, big sausage, warped headband of intellect. This particular circlet is covered in yellow slime and has pieces of half-digested mutton stuck behind the gems. It's also bent out of shape because it's been forced onto a giant ogre head. Got ourselves Diary of Lump the Enlightened and Lump's Warhorn. Sound this horn to call Lump's frenzied band of ogres. They will feast on anyone they can get their hands on, but if you've made a deal with them, they will make an effort to spare your party. A simple horn belonging to Lump the Enlightened. The mouthpiece is crusty with chunks of dried food. Ugh. I think these three ogres are the ones who can be summoned by blowing this horn if we made a deal with them. We clearly have not done so. Set the wearer's intelligence score to 17. Would be nice for Gale. Or for Jarriah to increase skill checks. So she could be even more like a mind flayer. Now, what have we here?
No traps, please.
Couple of torches. What am I looking for? Book. With a dot. Because it's relatively new. No dot. The Triumphs and Travels of Lump the Enlightened. Day 1. Now that I see truth, I can scarcely remember a time before. At first, I thought it the human's thin flesh that bestowed this gift, but I've come to believe it was the circlet she wore. There was a crunch in that shoe. Day 4. The goblin boss, Draw Ragslin, made a tantalizing proposal. Spare any prey bearing his new god's brand and feast on the rest. He offered considerable coin in return. Yeah, about 20 coins. I should absolutely do this.
The tiefling's corpse stirs with the spell. You realize the tiefling's body has been torn open by huge hands.
Probably by ogres. Anything of value you happen to have, I'm not gonna... Who did this to you?
Ogres. Hungry. Bloodied. Screams.
What brought you to the village?
Strange warriors. Gold. Skin. Silver blades.
Ah, we know of them. Where are you from?
Elturel. Zoru.
Oh dear. We should go back and... Is she the one who was killed by a Githyanki? But she says ogres did this to her, and he said... That's conflicting information, potentially. Where did you see these warriors?
Mountains. Road. Gate.
He could have lost two friends here. I'm not going to ask about her stuff. I mean, I can literally check anyway, you know. A tarnished locket. Opens to reveal an intricate illustration of a stone tower. The words Elturel, strength and unity, are inscribed across the top. We should take this back to Zoru. Oh, what have we found? Cracked support beam. Yeah, we could have broken this in the fight to bring part of the ceiling down on the ogres. A shabby wardrobe probably doesn't lead to Narnia. Milil is the Lord of Song. Pray to him for inspiration. Hear his call and sing along. Let his art be your salvation. Merkel is the lord of death, of hopelessness and ending things. He'll come for all at their last breath, lords and peasants, crooks and kings. Mystra, goddess of all mages, she provides and tends the weave, revered by many through the ages, all magic we from her receive. A simple educational rhyme. In the deep city of Gracklestug lived a young dwergar named Shul, who could conjure eerie whispers with his brother's in his brother's minds. Eager to develop his psionic powers and take over his clan, he asked the Godfather who could teach him further. "Cross the dark lake. On the south shore there is a chasm," said the Godfather. "Within the chasm lives a rogue mindflayer called Ear. It'll teach you all you must know." Shul's voyage was fraught with danger. He fended off aboleths and cloakers alike until he reached the mindflayer's chasm. Ear emerged from its hovel, tentacles writhing. "I am here to learn," Shul told it. "Very well," came the response. On the first moon's passing, Ear taught Shul how to read minds. On the second, it taught Shul how to bend them. But this was not enough for Shul. He wanted to destroy minds with a mere word. "So be it," said Ear, and it bestowed a blessing on Shul. "It is yours, the knowledge to shatter a single mind, but you may only speak the command once," Ear told Shul, "for then it is forever forgotten." Ready to assume control of his clan, Shul returned to Gracklestug. "Show me what you have learned," the Godfather told Shul. Shul grinned, spoke the command, and his own skull shattered before the Godfather's eyes. Said the Godfather, "The lesson is complete." I must admit, it was pretty easy to see that coming. Almost from the point where we were told he's going to go see a mind flayer. But when you have a power to shatter a single mind, and you can only do it once, pretty much nailed it. Now, what else is there in here? Oh, desks. I used to have desks similar to this at school, except they were two-seater desks with, you know, one side for each person, and inkwells at the front. Oh god, I still remember those desks. Light brown, like yeah, very pale wood, like ash or something similar. Got barrels with lots of food. Some of it even cooked. Must be the ogres stashing their food here. Old school book. Volume 7.
Someone's diary. Might explain what happened here.
Oh great, now I get hiccups. Oh joy. Lyra, Lady of Deception, the goddess who wears many masks. Invoke her name. Avoid perception. She hides her lies and secret tasks. For joy to Lyra you must call, and worship her through soul-felt dance. So find her presence in feast halls. It will do not give idleness a chance. Loviata's pleasure is your pain, your scars an offering. Scourge or candle, whip or cane, can your devotion bring. Amusingly, we have Lyra and Lyra, as opposed to no, it's a double L, so it's Lyra. But essentially, this one probably masquerades as this one on a regular basis. A school's attendance log fills the ancient pages. As the pages and days progress, more and more pupils' names vanish from the entries. In urgent script, a note in the margin states that someone has to investigate what's become of the missing children and their families. I see. Someone was taking children from here, and we have this. Ah! Though clearly old, this handbill has managed to maintain its bold print over time. For one season only, see the play that sent El Terrell's Everlight Theatre into chaos. The Sharp-Tongued Travelling Troupe presents The Folly and the Fall, a tragedy in 4 parts. Part 1 of Lost Netheril, that great wizarding empire in humanity's age of wonder. Part 2 of the great mage Karsus, his brief and terrible godhood and the ruin he wrought. Part 3 of Netheril's Fall, 1,000 years of shade and Shah's subversion. Part 4 of Netheril's return and its shadow falling upon the land. Penned by the great bard Bragon Feg, The Folly and the Fall tells the true story of the flying Netherese city Fultanfar and its dramatic return after 1,000 years in exile on Shah's plane of shadow. See the climactic battle above Mithranor rendered in stunning detail thanks to the finest thaumaturges on the coast. Direct on your village green as the Sharp-Tongued Travelling Troupe makes its visit to Baldur's Gate. See it now or face 1,000 years of sorrow. Not quite so sure about 1,000 years of sorrow. That might be exaggerating just a little bit of hyperbole here.
Something over there.
Speaking of here, what have we here? A lot of coins. I'm not sure the ogre... Oh, teddy bear. This bear, oft torn and repaired, seems one good squeeze away from crumbling into mouldered stuffing and threadbare patchwork. Oh dear, he needs looking after. Might as well remake the whole thing at this rate. I'm aware I can give stuff to other people to carry. Don't worry, it's going to happen. In terms of spell slots, we still got a 2 and 1. 1.
My faith will guide me.
2. Starting to run a bit low. So I was going to start with this. Because we have some things here we can just send to camp, right? I mean, at some point, this has got to start making a dent in her encumbrance value. It's also interesting to observe how much of this is just all food. And how much of her burden is other things as... Oh, wow, okay. I was thinking it would take us down to about there. It might not go that low. I was hoping this would take us down to about 180, 160 maybe if we're really lucky. Not sure we'll even get down to 200 at this rate. Oh. 201. But at least the hiccups are gone. Right. Look, she remembers hopscotch. Actually. Right. Warning, trading. Other stuff. Things that must be done this day. Oh, Zoru. Hey, if we're going to talk to Zoru, let's make it fun.
On my way.
And by fun, you know what I mean. At least, you should know. Who makes interactions with Zoru fun? We know. Oh, we know. We're just going to utilize our current companions to flog off some stuff first. I wonder...
Need anything else?
whose minds we
Of
could
course,
read in
but
here
please,
to learn
remember,
interesting
you're not the
little
only one in
secrets.
need.
Korga must have so many forts buried away. Oh! Let's send that back to camp straight away. Right. It's not very satisfying, is it? You know what? No, I will get money for that one. I was about to give it away. Gale could make a lot of use of the Rain Dancer. Actually. We'll probably want him in the Goblin Lair as well to check out items. And we can give him this item as well. Excellent. Okay.
Sylvanus be with you.
Well then, off to camp we go. Now, lady, I know I'm not holding up in your estimations at the moment. Maybe we just need a bit of time apart from each other to calm down. Oh, wow. Her greeting has completely lost its enthusiasm. Let's try cheer her up a little. It seems like all we need to do is fix your engine to find find some infernal iron. It should be working, right?
Let's hope Damon is as good as he seems. Once my engine's handled, I can focus on more important matters. Tadpoles, cults, frosty pints.
Not going to ask. I suspect this is something very important to ask her about, but I'm not going to do it just yet. This would have been nice to bring up as a topic of conversation when she likes us a bit more. We've really gone downhill in our estimations, so yeah. Oh, hey, wait a minute.
What?
What do you want?
Oh, come on. You don't mean that.
Afraid I do.
Oh, fine. I'll be here eating dirt or whatever.
We've got to find some way to cheer her up. She is in a bad way. Lae'zel, guess what? We've just heard news about your silver sword wielding friends.
Speak.
Yeah, you want to come along and find out for yourself?
It is done.
Well, she wants to come along and find out for herself, alright. Okay. 2046, how are we doing for experience? Long way to next level still.
Well,
speaking of long ways to next level, why don't you wait here for a while?
are you sure? The blade stands at the ready.
Well, I mean, there's only so much
And
space in the
just when
party, you
things
know?
are warming up.
Who's it? Stone bed. Maybe that's more druidic.
What's on your mind?
I'll give you 3 guesses. Come along, man, we got stuff to do.
With pleasure. Lead on.
Right, so. Scrolls. All going to him. And he can sort them out. Should probably change his spell selection a bit as well, actually. Ooh, wait a minute. Idea. It's thematic. She likes fighting things from the outer planes. What's this? Oh, right, yeah. Not taking that away. Okay. So, mate, here's what we're going to do, right? We're going to put all these in. No, move. There we go. Good. Right. Oh, we can learn some of these. Excellent. Obviously, we know many already. Already known. Hello. Oh, we're getting some ideas now, aren't we? Right. Excellent. Or too low. I don't like it when computer games don't let you learn the spells ahead of time. I mean, even Torment let you learn them ahead when you should be able to. Right, so we got some new spells to play with. We got Hold Person, which shouldn't be available for wizards to learn. And is a very powerful spell indeed. Let's swap this out for a while. Oh, and Crown of Madness. Sure, we can have some fun with that too. Say Witch Bolt for Crown of Madness. Now, we've only got 3 level 2 slots, so we're not going to get to cast all of these. But we're going to get to have some fun with them.
Oh, enough waiting. I crave blood.
Can we make some potions? Healing potions. This one. Bigger healing potion. Excellent. And another one. She's going to get in a fight, she's going to get hurt, she's going to want potions. Is she messing with that box again? No, she's showing a bit of restraint. Probably wise, as Lae'zel's probably going to want to talk about it the next time we long rest. If I find these two with daggers at each other's throats, I will not be surprised. Now, speaking of which, that's very high approval. That's heading a little towards low. That's really good. Easily convinced, I see. Let's get out of camp and go see Zorru. Hope we don't regret it. I'm not expecting any kind of financial reward. I'm just expecting to let him know what happened to his friend. Give him a bit of closure, you know.
What path lies before me?
Now, he'll probably shit a brick as soon as he sees Lae'zel, but maybe she'll be able to get something out of him during that exchange. Of course, I've got to find the bugger first. Don't tell me he's inside, but he's not good. Excellent. Where, oh where are you hiding? Right, not you. Not you.
Again. Swing and parry. No. Ah. And again. Swing.
Maybe I should go see Sazza the Goblin again.
This is ridiculous.
Okay, these two are still here. They're alive. That's good. Perhaps in the next act we'll get to talk to them and she'll have come to her senses a bit more. Wait, This was Auntie Ethel's stuff. Don't worry, we're just picking it up.
We're exposed now.
Volo's Complete Guide to the Behaviour of Nymphs. Oh, this would be better be a good read.
I am not grumpy. You're an idiot.
The book is handwritten in a swinging scrawl. The red ink of an eager editor slashes through most of its contents. 2 inscriptions, each in a different hand, are scribbled inside the cover. V. Absolutely not. E. Dear Elminster, while you may lack imagination, nymphs, I assure you, do not. Nor does the public that eagerly awaits this work. I will refrain from publishing this piece for now, but only that I may conduct a more extensive bout of research. Your friend these many years, Volofamkedam, author, researcher, raconteur, etc. So basically, he's... Oh god, what was his name? A Russian name bloke.
How long until Roland shows off his thunder wave?
Depends. How many people are dumb enough to ask?
I genuinely can't remember his name. It's slipped my mind completely. How bizarre. Not going to touch that stuff. Someone might really, really need it here. Speaking of really needing, am I really not going to be able to find him? Right, hello you.
Looking for steel? I have, well, something close.
Has Zoru completely disappeared? Maybe he's run away. He was so scared of Lae'zel, and he's just not been seen here since. Looking for names that make things more interesting. No overtly named items, I'm afraid. Anything I can flog off. Not much, but let's check the others as well. Keeping that, for obvious reasons. Somebody here needs to offload some serious heavy-duty crap. And needs to pick up some more too. I may need to experiment with that fighter theory of carrying a whole load of extra weapons to swap out. That's a decent amount of dosh. Let's have some of that. Right. That'll do for now. We'll make a brief search for Zoru.
We'll get to the city soon.
If we don't find him, I might just end the episode, because it is getting a little bit late and I could do a bit of rest.
Easy money. Yeah, right.
Here he is. He's moved.
Please. I've been through enough.
I wanted to help set your mind at rest about your dearly departed friend. He's clearly too traumatized. I don't think having Lae'zel out of the party would have made a big difference there. Speaking of which, she hasn't had much to say recently.
Speak.
Nope, nothing. Okay. We're clearly waiting for some kind of story incident to kick things off before most of our companions have anything to say again. Well, at least we got the encumbrance down under 200. I wanted to give this to him. I really did. Well, if I'm going to warn anyone, right, it'll be... Is it Zevran? Not Zevran, no, I've forgotten his name. The one who behaved a little bit like a paladin, but not entirely. We don't want to tell the druids. Korga will completely overreact. Zevlor!
Our time grows short. If Korga won't abandon her madness, then we'll have to try the road. Goblins or no.
I want to discuss something else. Why did Halsin go with the adventurers?
Some artifact Aradin was hunting. I don't know any more than that, and I don't want to. This grove is poorer for losing Halsin, but I have my own people's concerns to look to.
So I can't warn him. Who could I warn? I think we need to talk to her about this. If I'm going to effect a rescue of both of Volo, Liam, and Halsin, I'm going to need to be fully stocked up on spell slots and potions. You know, pretty much everything. There's a lot of goblins in there, and that's a pretty big undertaking. It's possible there may be something I can do in the meantime to help garner some more experience points. How about this? We go back over here. And start looking for this Walking's Rest. Now that would probably be something for the next episode. Wait. This is wrong. Oh, it's this side of the building. Right, okay. There was me thinking it was down here that I was looking at. Okay, no, that makes total sense. Right. So at this point, Will isn't really working as the frontline dodge tank, Three Musketeers style, flashing, charismatic character he was supposed to be. He's instead blasting from afar, and that feels ever so slightly wrong. You know what? I'm going to be really sensible. The goblins said they burnt the building down. So, just in case it's still burning, I could go back and buy that staff as well. Okay, let's remove the blindness, get a load of water.
Salutations.
I don't think he has a water making spell, but with that staff that would probably really help.
Alright. What now?
Perhaps I will go back and get that.
Catch a break.
But I think that's a decision I can make in between episodes, because now I'm going to leave this one here. I hope you've all enjoyed it, and I will look forward to seeing you all in the very next episode. I'm going to say goodbye for now though, and cheerio everyone. See you all soon.